There is a number hidden inside the universe. No engine can break it. No particle can cross it. No future technology can cheat it. Why does reality stop you at a certain speed? This is not a human rule, not a law written by scientists, not a limit caused by weak machines. This limit exists even in empty space, even where nothing pushes back, even where there is no friction at all. So why does speed itself hit a wall? Most people are told a short answer, because Einstein said so. That answer sounds smart, but it explains almost nothing. Einstein described the limit. He did not invent it. He did not choose it. The real question is deeper. Why does the universe need a speed limit in the first place? Richard Feynman noticed something strange. If this limit did not exist, reality would fall apart. Not slowly, instantly. Cause and effect would break. Time would lose its order. The universe would stop making sense. This video is about that hidden reason. You will learn why speed is not just motion. It is tied to time itself. You will see why getting faster does not only move you forward, it changes how fast time flows for you. You will discover why objects with mass can never reach the limit, no matter how much energy you give them, no matter how advanced the technology becomes. You will also learn something most people never hear. Light is not fast because it has energy. Light is fast because it has no choice. Feynman showed that the speed limit is not about light at all. It is about how reality protects logic. It is about how the universe prevents paradoxes. It is about why the past stays behind you. There is a reason no signal can move faster than this limit. A reason no message can arrive before it is sent. A reason time refuses to run backward. And the strangest part is this. The speed limit is not slowing things down. It is holding the universe together. By the end of this video, the idea of speed will feel different. Time will feel less solid, and the universe will feel more carefully designed than you expected. This is not science fiction. These ideas are tested, measured, proven. Yet most people never stop to think about them. Stay until the end. Because the final insight changes how you see motion, time, and reality itself. Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy deep ideas explained simply, subscribe and stay with us. Speed sounds simple. It is just distance divided by time. How fast something moves, how long it takes to get there. If a car travels 100 kilometers in 1 hour, its speed is 100 kilometers per hour. Nothing strange here. This idea works in daily life. It feels complete. But the universe does not work only on everyday rules. When scientists studied motion at very high speeds, they found something shocking. No matter how hard you push, there is a maximum speed that cannot be passed, not even matched, only approached. This limit is often called the speed of light, but that name is misleading. Light is not special because it is light. Light is special because it moves at the limit. The limit exists even if light did not. Even in a universe with no stars. Even in total darkness. This speed is a boundary built into reality. It is the same everywhere. It does not depend on who measures it. It does not depend on how fast you are moving. That alone is strange. In normal life, speeds add up. If you run inside a moving train, your speed combines with the train's speed. But near the cosmic limit, speeds stop adding normally. Something else takes control. The reason lies in how space and time are built. Space and time are not separate things. They are not two layers stacked together. They are one single structure. This structure is called space-time. Everything moves through it. Not just through space, but through time as well. Every object is always moving. If it is not moving much through space, it moves faster through time. If it moves faster through space, it moves slower through time. This trade-off is not optional. It is enforced by the structure of space-time itself. Because space-time is unified, there is one maximum rate at which anything can move through it. This rate appears to us as a speed limit in space. But in reality, it is a limit on total motion through space-time. That is why all objects share the same top speed, not because they are similar, but because space-time treats them the same. As an object speeds up, something unexpected happens. Time for that object begins to slow down. Clocks tick slower. Processes run longer. Decay takes more time. This is not a trick of measurement. It is not an illusion. It has been confirmed again and again. Fast-moving particles live longer than slow ones. Precise clocks on fast aircraft fall behind clocks on the ground. Satellites must correct for this effect to work properly. The faster you go, the more time resists you. As speed increases, more energy is required to gain even a small increase. Each step closer to the limit costs more than the last. Near the cosmic limit, this cost becomes extreme. Energy demands rise without bound. To reach the limit would require infinite energy, not a large amount, not an advanced source, infinite. Anything with mass would need infinite energy to get there. That makes reaching the limit impossible. This is not because engines are weak. It is because space-time refuses to allow it. Light does not face this problem because it has no mass. It does not need energy to increase its speed. It simply moves at the limit by nature. Nothing pushes light to that speed. Nothing accelerates it there. It exists at that speed automatically. For everything else, mass is the barrier. Mass ties objects to time. It prevents them from giving up time completely in exchange for space. As speed rises, time slows. At the limit, time would stop. And for anything with mass, stopping time is forbidden. So the speed limit is not a wall in space. It is a balance rule between space and time. It is the point where motion through space-time cannot be rearranged any further. This is why the limit is universal. Why it cannot be broken. Why it does not depend on technology. The universe is not saying go slower. It is saying this is as motion itself can go. Richard Feynman approached this limit differently. He was not satisfied with stating the rule. He wanted to know why the rule must exist. In his view, physics is not a list of commands. It is a system that protects logic. Every law exists to keep reality consistent. The speed limit is one of those protections. At the heart of physics is cause and effect. A cause must happen first. An effect must come after. This order cannot be broken without destroying meaning. Feynman realized something unsettling. If anything could move faster than the universal limit, this order would fail. Events would no longer agree on what happened first. Two observers moving differently could see opposite timelines. One would see the effect before the cause. This is not a small error. It is a complete breakdown of reality. A message could arrive before it was sent. An action could cancel itself before it occurred. Physics would lose the ability to predict anything. The speed limit prevents this. It locks cause and effect into the same order for everyone. No matter how fast you move, no matter where you are. This is why the limit is absolute. It is not about motion alone. It is about protecting time itself. Feynman showed that the limit is woven into the logic of space-time. It is the line that cannot be crossed without tearing the structure apart. This has direct consequences. No message can travel faster than the limit, not because signals are weak, but because information must obey causality. When you send a signal, it carries cause. When it is received, it creates effect. The order must be preserved. That is why even the fastest signals take time, even across short distances, even in empty space. There is always a delay, a minimum wait. This makes the universe feel slower than it could be, but that slowness is essential. It is similar to a system updating itself step by step. Reality does not update all points at once. It moves forward in a controlled flow. This built-in pace keeps everything synchronized. It prevents contradictions. It keeps time from splitting into chaos. Light does not cheat this system. Light defines it. Light is not racing through space trying to be fast. It is simply following the structure of space-time exactly. Because light has no mass, it moves in a way that space-time allows freely. It sits at the boundary naturally. Everything else must stay inside that boundary. When people say nothing can go faster than light, they miss the point. Light is not the rule breaker, it is the rule made visible. The limit would exist even if light did not. Light just reveals it to us. This is why all observers measure the same value. This is why no experiment has ever violated it. This is why every attempt to bypass it fails. The universe is not enforcing a speed cap out of preference. It is enforcing consistency. Feynman's such insight turns the question upside down. The limit is not strange. Breaking it would be strange. A universe without this limit could not remember its own past. It could not guarantee its own future. It could not hold together as a logical system. So the speed limit is not an obstacle. It is a safeguard, a silent rule that keeps cause before effect and time moving forward. Many people think they have seen things move faster than the universal limit, but most of these cases are illusions. Sometimes a shadow sweeps across a surface faster than the limit, but the shadow carries no energy. It carries no information. Nothing physical is traveling from one point to another. Sometimes a bright spot appears to jump instantly across space, but nothing is actually moving between those points. No particle makes the trip. There are also cases where distant objects seem to separate faster than the limit. This happens in the expansion of the universe. Space itself stretches. The objects are not moving through space at that speed. The distance between them is changing. No energy is sent faster than the limit. No signal is delivered. Causality remains safe. Another common misunderstanding comes from particle accelerators. Inside these machines, particles are pushed to extreme speeds. They move so fast that the difference between their speed and the limit becomes tiny. From the outside, it looks like they should break through, but they never do. Each increase in speed requires more energy than the last. The closer the particle gets, the harder space-time resists. Engineers can add more power. Physicists can refine the design. But the result is always the same. The particle gains energy. Its mass appears to increase. Its speed barely changes. No experiment has ever pushed a massive particle past the limit. Not once. Not even close. This is not due to lack of precision. It is a fundamental barrier. These misunderstandings come from treating the limit as a simple speed cap, like a road sign, like a mechanical restriction. But that view misses the deeper truth. The limit is not about how fast things move. It is about how space and time are connected. Speed is not just motion through space. It is motion through space-time. Every object traces a path through this structure. That path cannot be tilted beyond a certain angle. That angle defines the limit. This means the limit is not added afterward. It is built in from the start. Remove it, and space-time loses its shape. Distances lose meaning. Time loses order. Feynman Stitt's way of seeing this changes everything. He did not treat the limit as a command imposed on particles. He treated it as a consequence of logic. The universe must prevent contradictions. It must preserve cause and effect. It must keep events from undoing themselves. The speed limit does this silently, perfectly, everywhere. It is not enforcing slowness. It is enforcing structure. This structure tells us something important. Reality is not free to behave randomly. It follows deep constraints that come from consistency itself. The limit is one of those constraints, as basic as space, as basic as time. From this view, the question changes. It is no longer why nothing goes faster. It is why anything moves at all. Motion exists only because space-time allows it within strict rules. The limit defines those rules. Light does not challenge the boundary. It reveals it. Matter does not fail to cross it. It is defined by it. The speed limit is a window into how the universe is built, not from materials, but from logic. And that logic is the reason everything holds together. So now the question comes back to you. What would reality be like if this limit did not exist? A universe where effects arrive before causes, where time cannot decide which way to flow, where events erase themselves before they happen. Nothing could stay stable. Nothing could be trusted. Nothing could last. The speed limit is not holding us back. It is holding reality together. If this idea changed the way you see the universe, share your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective matters here. If you found this video valuable, like it to support the channel, and subscribe for more deep ideas explained simply. We still see you in the next one.